another sync up?
No. Those days are over, man.
Syncopation?
Days are over.
Oh, that was my favorite part. The new and improved
It is?
MMA, etc. Commentators.
As we still have 2 beers out with labels.
Fucking casual.
Yeah.
Bro.
It's probably way better when you
Beer
mix
with
the
them.
Monster with whatever leftover beer was in
Yeah,
here.
I'm sure.
Can I check out on their phone?
Yep.
Or I can.
Welcome. Just going to do some stream checking for a second here, because I think this is the first time we might successfully be streaming. And Cam's just checking
Sounds good.
it out. Sounds good.
Man, check
what do you
check
guys know?
it out.
It's Saturday night, 3 in the morning. Here in
For
The
sure.
swamp.
For sure, it's 3 in the morning.
Who's 4 hours ahead of us
All right, let's just
in
give her the-
Iceland.
I think she's
Our
good.
main demographic.
Yep.
Sweet. Well, all the kinks are ironed. All of the issues are solved.
So what did we do? What did we watch tonight?
We watched some great fights. Well, we watched
That's not true.
a great fight.
You
And
know what?
then-
You're watching
Two-
Rob on his phone.
Yeah. I was gonna see what the picture was like
Oh.
for that, but since you're doing it,
This is some
Forget.
very strange form of masturbation that I am
We
not
gotta wait.
going to be willing to be a party
Participate
of.
in? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we watched Tito versus Chuck 3.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
That was
is that where you
incredible.
want to start?
Let's
might-
get that. Let's get that out of the
Let's
way.
get that out
wait,
of the way.
wait,
You're right.
who are you?
Oh, I'm Brandon.
Oh. And I'm Myles.
I'm Cam.
And I'm Rob.
Yeah, we weren't sure. For anybody that's listening for the first time, we weren't
Yeah.
sure. If you guys knew who we were, because
Yeah.
you'd be listening for the first time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? To be fair, you could be listening for probably a couple of episodes and be like,
There's
Little
nothing
fuzzy.
worse than
Or these
listening to a
dickheads.
new podcast for the first time and saying, I don't know who is who.
So
Who's that new guy talking now? What's his name?
I'm Brandon.
I want to know more about him.
That's Miles.
That's me. I'm Myles.
we've already covered that.
Oh, right. We
Yeah,
went over
Rob.
this already?
We're just reiterating.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing more
Peop-
frustrating when you're listening to a podcast for the first time and you're like,
People's
That's
attention
true.
spans being what they are?
it's 2018 for fuck's sakes.
For fuck's sake.
So
Mhm.
anyway, we watched Chuck v Tito, and
Yeah.
it was
Wait. Ah, damn it. Okay.
What?
I was gonna lead into what were your predictions for that fight before when we're
well,
like,
what-
boo,
well,
the
well,
nail got
well,
knocked.
no. What were your predictions for the fight?
Well, we all had a table bet for what minute of the first round Liddell would be knocked out.
Right, but I wanted to open
No
up with like the
disrespect.
fact that there was probably half the table that was like, I would like Chuck to win.
Oh, sorry.
But-
That's true.
Asterisks, open parenthesis. He's probably gonna lose. Close parenthesis.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect, but I mean, 48 years old, coming off of a lot of knockout losses prior,
Never kissed a girl.
and liked
That's
it.
38.
No,
That's
he
tragically
liked
hip
it.
reference for
Yeah.
everyone who doesn't live in Canada.
They don't know who that is, probably.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope. Gives them something to Google.
Yeah, there you go.
true enough.
So that happens, eh?
Eh?
And
About the time, about 20 seconds left.
about 20. Yeah, it was about 20 seconds left. 46.
I mean,
somewhere
it
around
was
like that.
essentially a 4.5
Something like that.
minute ad for Golden Boy Promotions, and I'm not sold.
No. What didn't you like about
Yeah.
the production?
How it looked like a high school in rural America put it together.
With the way the walkout was and the big
Display?
TV, yeah.
Displays.
They're-
Whatever.
They're not called a jumbotron,
the
are they?
Megatron.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's probably something like that. Something at Tron.
Yeah. Anyways, I suppose it doesn't matter. That made it feel almost like wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're waiting for like a really
There was a layer of cheese to it.
not WWE, but like what was there was a couple different ones.
WCW,
WWF.
WW, yeah, before, and
There was like a Nitro one. You remember that one?
Nitro,
Yeah.
TNA.
TNA Nitro. It was
Yeah.
kind of like
Mm.
that. That was what I thought we were getting for production value,
Yeah.
if that.
Yeah.
So
I feel that.
if anybody watched TV in like the early 2000s, you'll know what that is.
You'll get that reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just was like the whole thing when before Chuck was gonna walk out, and they were kind of playing clips of him talking about how he didn't like Tito and whatever. And it
Oh
just
yeah, like when
came off kinda
when
contrived.
you expect it to just jump right into his walkout song,
Yeah.
and footage of him
it
walking
was
out.
distracting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was just like off. It was
Yeah.
off. It just
Yeah.
made you feel like the whole thing was
Yeah, it felt a
pretty
little
forced.
choppy.
Roll that way a little bit to the end of the table. Yeah. Yeah. Put the video back up.
But
Maybe.
You wanna see
Sorry,
yourself?
keep going. No.
see,
It's
this is
There.
why we need actually the arms out over here, because this is a difficult angle to get. It's
I
like
see.
at the end
Because
of its
before
reach.
it was all neck tattoo, and now it's neck tattoo and Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
This
important
podcast
distinction.
sponsored by Neck Tattoo.
Yeah.
We need some more camera angles.
Yeah.
Need that TriCaster or whatever it was.
Yeah, those are a little pricey though.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to wait.
We're just a humble little podcast.
That'll be 2020.
You can find
Yeah.
us on Patreon.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
You can actually find us on every single podcast platform now.
Yeah,
So everything.
that's right.
Thanks to
iTunes,
Cam.
Google Play, Spotify, TuneIn, Acast, Blueberry, Podbean,
Holy shit.
Stitcher.
Prestige
Spreaker.
worldwide.
worldwide.
Basically everything. So
I
it's
don't
good.
even know what at least a good
Half of those are.
Yeah, like probably like 12 platforms or so.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's good.
Sorry,
Nice.
you were saying before we were trying
Nice.
to work out.
But yeah, so anyway, this production thing happens. It seems a little bit amateur-ish.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, it was.
whatever. Not like it could make something better, but
Well,
it's just
okay, hold on. Is that fair for us to say? I mean, there are a handful of promoters out there putting these things together. They're all trying their best. They're all following the footsteps of the Golden Boy UFC.
yeah, like they're not trying
It's
to make
hard-
something crappy.
It's
Yeah,
hard
for
to live
sure.
up to it.
I see
But
what
it's
you're
also
saying.
like Oscar De La Hoya. He didn't even put any time into learning anybody's names, like on the undercard.
Yeah.
Like at the press conference, I don't know if you guys watched it, but he was like, I don't know, like when you think of MMA, you think of Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz, and he's like, all these undercard fighters behind me, I can't remember all of their names, but it's going to be a great show. And like that's how he was selling
It's
it.
embarrassing.
Yeah, it's not like
That's
the
a
guy.
little- that's a little flat anyway.
Yeah, and you could
Yeah.
you could see Tito in the back. He was just like, kind of shook his head a couple times, but I don't know. Could have been a little better, I think.
Yeah.
Even from that, the
Right.
promotion of it.
Well, they also use Frank Smear as an announcer, so
Yeah,
or commentator, not announcer. Fuck me, right?
you're such a casual.
Yeah,
Such a casual. Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I'm not even
Frank's
part-time,
pretty
I'm
decent on the
quarter-time.
commentary team, though. Like, really.
I
They
didn't
could've done
mind
worse.
Rashad Evans.
Rashad's good.
Yeah.
They could have done a lot worse for sure.
They could have done a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they could have. Nope, not gonna make that joke.
Self moderation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think the fight went how we all kind of envisioned it or predicted it.
What was your timestamps for the first round knockout?
I thought it'd be over within 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Miles?
I had a minute. My bet was for a minute.
I picked a minute 40,
And I picked a flat 2 minutes. So
and we were all wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Ah.
they had to kind of
How-
find their range. I don't think Liddell ever found his range, though.
No,
yeah, he
didn't.
did at the end of Tito's fist.
Ah, there it
Yeah,
is.
there you
4
go.
times, and
Yeah.
then he had a quick nap.
Yeah.
Real
Yeah.
quick nap.
That
And,
was,
like,
that
don't get me
was-
wrong.
That was bad.
Chuck Liddell would punch me in the face, and I would die, and that's fine. But I'm also not a professional MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I felt that Tito was a little too happy about his win. You beat a guy who's been out for 8 years, and at the tail end of his career was falling down to anybody he fought.
Yeah.
And what just wasn't wasn't the pound for pound brawler that everyone.
I think
wanted him.
had he gotten that victory
More.
8 years ago,
Yeah.
It would have been meaningful.
would have been meaningful. It's a little pointless at this point.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
It was a lot more for Tito than anything.
Yeah.
Like, it was.
Yeah.
Good for Tito.
Eh.
Good for Tito.
I mean, do we
Yeah,
know
you don't
what
care.
Liddell was like making for this appearance?
$250,000.
$250,000.
Apparently.
$250,000. There you go. I mean, I'd have an app for $250,000.
I think that's a one and done
Yeah.
for Golden Boy MMA, but
Think so?
that's just a guess.
Well, yeah. Like, what do they do from here? Because the only rumors were more fights for Chuck. So I really hope that doesn't happen.
They don't have anybody like
Chael Sonnen.
Chael Sonnen, yeah, but he's still fighting with Bellator, no?
I thought he retired from. I don't know. I honestly don't know what his contract status or anything is. So
It's not that I don't care about the fight. It's that it would be like me beating Brandon up if Brandon just fell down 6 flights of stairs. It would just, like I could do it, and like I'd be the winner, I guess. But motherfucker just fell down 6 flights of stairs and is probably a little fucked up and or a lot fucked up.
And you guys
at a disadvantage.
Yeah, like it's stupid.
yeah,
both co-sponsored the event.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, pretty much. Eh?
What
Pretty
a
hard to toot my own horn
what
at
a
that point.
strange arrangement.
Yeah.
That's all. I just think it's a silly ass fight.
It was odd. It was a spectacle.
Yeah.
Really. Anyway, UFC Beijing. Was it Beijing?
Yeah, let's get
Or
on to
It
that.
was
This morning?
fight night. I wrote it down.
140 something?
It was in Shanghai, wasn't it?
145 or something?
Oh, it was Beijing.
Was it?
I don't know.
It was not in North America.
Yeah,
For sure.
It was in China.
We're all small-minded, so
Fight night 141.
140. Yeah, whatever. I was a few ahead of myself.
Sure.
Can we get a verification on the
Yeah, I'm
location?
working on it.
Yeah, okay.
I
So
didn't
that
stay up
happened.
to watch it, so
Yeah, none of us were awake when it happened.
Yeah, we all need our beauty sleep.
Yeah, Alistair
Unfortunately.
Overeem comes back, makes a bold statement against a prospect, an undefeated
yeah.
prospect.
It was Beijing.
nice.
So
We're really good at this.
Yeah,
I was thinking Shanghai because they're doing a UFC performance place there.
right. That was in the news this week, huh?
Yeah, it was. Apparently, it's going to be pretty incredible.
So they committed resources to that.
Mm-hmm.
So like you say, Overeem looking real good with his new camp in Colorado.
Yeah. Train with Curtis Blades, who didn't get the win, unfortunately for him. But yeah, both were, that was over quick.
Yeah.
That one was over
Yeah.
quick, like 40 seconds. But as you guys both said, I think you're right. Good stoppage.
Good stoppage for
I think,
sure.
I think Curtis
For a
Blades
young
will be
guy.
back.
He was
still
he
young,
was
he'll
dropped
bounce
off
back.
of his feet 3 times before it was stopped.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that's the
I
right
think it
call.
was good.
Like, I don't care how quick you're getting back to your feet, you're no longer defending yourself.
Yeah, and I think both of you said too, like for him being young,
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
it's better for the sport in the long run.
better for his longevity.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So that was one we watched. Alistair Overeem. TKO's that prospect. What's his name? Anybody know?
Yep.
Anybody?
Sergey
Sergey
Pavlov.
Pavlov.
Pavlov?
There you go.
That sounds right.
With a-
Sorry.
Pavlova.
Pavlovich.
Pavlovich.
There you go.
There we go.
So ground and pound TKO.
And that,
Oh, a sniper with the ground and pound.
Yeah, gets it
Yeah,
done
he's
with some
deadly, man.
precision.
and anybody who watches even just the replay of it, that very first punch once he's on the ground, the crack.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
sound
I
of
mean,
that, man.
yeah, the camera angle was beautiful for that shot. I mean, that's a great highlight reel.
Yeah.
And
Was-
yeah, like you say,
And the sounds
like put your headphones on and turn the audio up because that is so crisp, so
Yeah, it
delicious
was
in the
pretty
ear holes.
sweet.
Oh,
brutal.
gives me shivers.
Do not want to get hit by that guy at all
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
for
So
almost any amount of money.
And then that was followed by a bunch of shitty demolition puns.
Oh yeah, by
by John Gooden,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
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 Oh well, he tried.
Well, we all know why
Thank-
you're called the Demolition Man. Thanks, Dan
Thanks.
Hardy.
Yeah, he looked good. I mean, he's been stopped 13 times by strikes in MMA.
has he?
Yeah.
That's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still winning though. So I mean,
He comes back every time. That guy.
Yeah.
It's incredible longevity that
yeah, it
he's
is.
had.
For that weight class, it's unheard of.
And he's still like he can still like talk and do interviews and stuff, and he's fine.
He's
Like
totally
not-
coherent.
Yeah,
For now.
for now, yeah.
Yeah. Hope
Yeah,
that,
you never
hope
know.
that doesn't change. Maybe,
Yeah.
hopefully, he's just got some really good genes or something.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
There's another fighter that I would like to see go out on a high note. Especially because I
yeah.
find, personally to myself, the heavyweight division to be devastating to watch because as soon as you like a guy, unless he's Mark Hunt, like it's
Yeah.
no bueno.
I want to see Overeem get the UFC heavyweight title before it's all said and done, and be like the most
Oh,
decorated
yeah. That'd be a great
fighter
moment.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then retire immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
without a second thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
I got what I came for. Peace.
Yeah. Every championship, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what scenario does that have to happen in? Like, Ngannou wins tonight, so Ngannou's, he's got to be ranked, what, 2 or 3
Yeah, I would think so.
heavyweight division.
Yeah.
Fabricio Verdum is out for a while due to popping for whatever he popped for.
Well, what's the rumors for the belt once DC retires?
Well,
It's kind of what I'm trying to
Kane's
figure
apparently
out.
back.
Kane's apparently back.
They might be doing Stipe and Kane. I think that was kind of the rumor this past week.
Stipe and Kane. Okay.
Yeah. And then
It's
I
a
mean,
good fight.
yeah,
That's a good fight. And then you have, you can give Overeem a title shot almost off of any win,
He
really,
could,
if you
he could
want
be in
to.
the mix.
he's always in the mix.
He's always there.
Yeah.
So
Wins one more, he could
Could
fight
get
for
a
the
title
title or
shot,
be
yeah.
a late notice opponent for the
Alternate.
title. Who knows? Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, definitely something we'll be seeing in 2019.
crazy shit's happening
Yeah.
in this sport.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Most
so-
definitely.
Yeah, that heavyweight division's it's interesting right now.
Did I need to hit record on that thing also?
No.
Just stream, right?
Stream it. Good.
Good.
Perfect.
Fuck,
Had
we're
a
on the ball, hey?
Mini panic attack there.
We've totally done this like hundreds of times.
Overeem's 6 right now.
Super
This
professional.
is only our 8th podcast, actually. So
Is this 008?
Really?
008.
Man, who was that
So, I mean-
secret agent?
Trevlin.
No, that was 006.
Was he 008?
He was 006.
Yeah,
Thought he
well,
was
fuck
06.
me, right?
It's
Yeah.
okay. He dies in every movie anyway.
Yeah.
So we had that. There was some other good fights on that card too. I think Ching Lang Li, he won, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. He's a good Chinese guy.
Honestly, I only caught
Fighter.
the main fights there.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Anthony Pettis and Justin Gaethje getting announced?
Oh, is that
It's
announced?
announced.
Ooh, that's
For
cool.
which
I don't
Which
know.
weekend?
I forget which weekend.
That's a good fight.
Sometime in the new year.
That's
I
sweet
think.
though.
That's a good fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be unreal.
I just wish they'd give Pettis a couple of guys to get back on track.
That is like
I
the
know,
worst.
like he can be so entertaining.
matchup.
Bad matchup for him.
Oh my god.
Pressure
man.
fighter, lots of power.
He's just so
I
hot
can,
and
I can
cold.
see it going either way though. Like Gaethje's gonna put the pressure on him and destroy him, or Anthony's gonna knock him out clean,
Yeah.
coming in or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's an
Pettis
awesome
is so
matchup.
good. I mean, you got to see glimpses of it in that Tony
Yeah.
fight. He's
Oh,
still
that was
so
a
knocked
great
him down.
fight.
good.
Yeah, that was still one of the best fights I've seen this
Oh,
past year.
Fuck,
That
that was a
fucking-
good
Like
fight.
so good.
The lightweight division is just so goddamn good.
It's on fire.
It's
We should
unreal.
definitely pull up some of those highlights for Rob because I don't think he saw that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
no.
would be good.
Yeah, let's do that right now.
What else? What else we've been seeing in the MMA news? Israel Adesanya versus Anderson Silva announced for the new year.
That Pettis fight must be in
Adesanya
the
is so
new year,
hot
too.
right now.
Yeah, he's so hot.
So hot right now.
Actually, Tony Ferguson is teasing some fight news coming soon here.
Yeah, hopefully he's getting that title shot.
Well, Khabib's camp is teasing the GSP fight right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What's Ferguson teasing?
Nobody knows.
There's just rumors
Yeah.
floating. Oh, okay.
This fight
It
was
might be,
on-
I mean,
it
fuck,
might be-
he's a talented fighter, but he has no charisma outside of the ring.
It might be a Connor fight. They might do an interim title with Connor and Ferguson and do GSP and Khabib in the interim.
Yeah, I
That'd be-
mean, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
So we're just watching some Ferguson Pettis highlights here.
A missed cartwheel kick.
And
in
Pettis,
there.
he was having fun in there too. That's what I liked. I liked watching it.
I love that wall walk punch against Pettis. So cocky. Yeah, it was a great
Pettis is
fight.
good,
I
man.
mean, if there's anyone listening that hasn't watched
Fuck, man.
this
that's
fight,
nuts.
like check out the highlights.
2 knockdowns.
Yeah, this fight was savage.
Tony going for that leg lock right away.
Like he,
Yeah.
and he's
Jesus
rocked.
Yeah.
Like,
God.
Like these guys are both so fucking quick.
fuck, man, Tony is an animal. Like he's obviously in a daze. And he's just like rolling for leg locks.
Oh. That's good.
Yeah,
one.
this
This
fight
shit
is
was
sick.
good. This
Just
shit was
having
so
a
good.
time.
Yeah, it was unreal.
Yeah. Obviously, just got overshadowed
Hey, we
Oh,
got
I
free
did, yeah.
dislikes
by
already.
by the main event. So
Yeah.
yeah, like
Mhm.
you were hoping that everybody would have been talking about this fight the next
I
day,
know.
but nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, and it was amazing. I mean, this who got fight of the night on this card? 'Cause it
Fuck, I don't
probably
know,
should have been
man.
these guys.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, look at these exchanges. Jesus.
I could watch that every night. If they just like, if they fought on every pay per view, I'd fucking buy it just for
Yeah.
that reason.
Yeah, once a month.
Yeah.
Give them 4 weeks to recuperate.
Yeah.
You know,
Just do it again.
it's Pettis
my God,
Ferguson
man.
12.
I'd watch every single one of them.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, that was amazing.
very
Damn, that was
entertaining.
fun.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and then McGregor and Khabib
Yeah.
Yeah.
touch gloves, and that's all anyone talked about for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, that
That
was
is true.
that was an abnormal amount of coverage after that card. I found anyway.
Yeah. No, it was like
So these guys are asking if we read
Extreme.
chat. Yes, we are going to read chat throughout this.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, Harvey Weinstein, is that what that says? Harvey Weinstein is asking if we read chat.
Harvey Weinstein's in the chat. Look at that.
Interesting.
Would you look at that?
oh, would you look at it?
So yeah, we'll read chat and then so SWDLAV asked, or he said, in some opinion, fights like this, it's a mix between MMA and WWE.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he's talking about, or they're talking about Chuck Liddell and Ortiz, probably.
Oh yeah.
I'm thinking.
Is our stream frozen or
Yeah,
what's
no,
going
that's-
on there?
No, that's me.
Oh, okay.
That's
Here-
fair.
There you go.
What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, I mean that would make sense in my simple mind.
There's
Just
definitely
the type of promo
Yeah.
that they're trying to do there. Tito, I thought he cut a little bit of a good promo at the end. You know, he's getting fired up and whatever. He actually,
Yeah.
you know,
he
he was trying to
coherent.
promote.
I
which was-
think, yeah.
Oh, he knows what he needs to do there, right?
Yeah, that was.
I think maybe in like what that person's talking about is kind of like how I know like WWE like way down the road like they'd bring back Hulk Hogan and stuff like that to do like appearances and matches or whatever. And so yeah, I could see that element of it for sure.
hopefully
Yeah,
we're
I
on the
think-
right track.
Bring someone back just to kind of upset the status quo.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
Generate some interest. But definitely, I mean, from the people that I've talked to about it or have had talked to me, it's exactly that. It's a nostalgia
Yeah.
thing, right? I mean, I guess that
rekindling those old fans
Yeah, it's-
back into it, right?
probably super obvious to most people. I mean, because we are like trying to think about these things as much as they're relevant,
Yeah.
or how much as like, you know, to speak to how much they're actually relevant and they really aren't for current MMA.
Mm-hmm.
Then you know you kind of get lost in just looking at it that way, but that 100% makes sense.
Yeah.
That would be the angle. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
what else we got?
What else
going
is going on in MMA world?
I mean, a lot coming up in December.
Yeah, Jones and Gustafsson.
Gustafsson
can,
been calling him out hard too.
Yeah.
You know,
love
like
it.
one fight that's not getting the hype that it should is the Chris Cyborg and Amanda Nunes fight.
on? Oh, that's the
That's
same
like- that
card,
is
I
huh?
the
can't wait
greatest-
for that.
That's the greatest females mixed martial arts fight of all time, honestly.
For sure.
I mean, I think we can
It's gotta be
confidently say
seriously
right now we're
credentials,
for
yeah.
sure going to be recording on the 29th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
we will possibly try and get one more in before then.
Yeah, hopefully next
Yeah.
weekend or
Yeah, next weekend we'll do another one of these.
Yeah. For you loyal fans, we do it for you. For you and no one else.
All 7 of you.
yeah.
Thank
Appreciate
you for
it.
tuning in.
Thank you. Yeah.
But, yeah. So I mean, there's lots of fights coming up. Who knows when Connor's going to come back? Hopefully against. I hope it's against Donald Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
other
Yeah,
rumor
then-
floating around,
He
right?
teased
Tease
that
on
one a
that,
little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Be
Who-
entertaining.
somebody shot it down. Did Dana shoot it down
Dana,
last week?
Dana's,
Yeah.
can't
I mean, he's
trust him, though.
promoter, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So he shoots it down. But
Well,
I mean,
what-
that would be a good fight.
What do you guys
Oh,
think?
to
Like,
me-
who takes that? Who's got the better matchup for that?
I think Connor wrecks him.
Oh, you're too much of a fanboy.
I'm not. I just like.
I think you're right. It's
Yeah.
power, pressure.
Yeah, I
It
think
gets it
that's
done
what
against
is.
Donald.
Donald's had trouble against like solid strikers. Well, I mean, he's so up and down. Like, because he beats Edson Barboza, and then
But
I
Edson likes to
lost
sit
to
back and counter strike,
Diaz.
though. Edson likes to sit back
Yeah,
a little
true.
bit, play that counter punching game
Yeah.
and counter kicking, and it's different.
I think it's a good matchup.
I just don't know how. Sorry to interrupt
Nope.
you. I don't know how disciplined Cerrone is. To like, when was the last time he had a serious run for a title?
Well, actually,
up
probably when he
until-
fought Robbie Lawler at welterweight, at least
Yeah,
Yeah,
lost
Yeah.
there
but he lost to Masvidal, right? First,
at welterweight.
and then he lost
Was
to
that first before Robbie? Because I thought he was on a streak and then fought Robbie.
no, he got TKO by Masvidal first.
Mm. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that ended his
before
streak.
Lawler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he fought Robbie,
Mm.
and then he fought. He lost to Leon Roberts in his last.
I mean, I love watching Cerrone
Or Leon
fight. I think
Edwards.
he's a great
Leon Edwards
fighter.
last
He's
time.
very talented, but I don't know how much discipline he has for, committing to the training.
Seems pretty dedicated, I would say. But
I think
Yeah.
everyone.
Maybe what I'm
felt
trying to
bad
say
for
is
Liddell.
is he champion material?
Oh, this person says, I felt so bad for Liddell. He's so punch drunk, so slow, a punching bag at this point now.
A punching bag at
Yeah.
this point now. Yeah.
I don't think he should have came back, honestly. It's easy to say that now, but I mean, it's
it's
just
with
don't know.
people talking about him maybe sandbagging in the open workouts and the training footage and stuff like that.
no.
Or,
I don't
he
think
wasn't
so.
sandbagging, man.
Clearly not.
When he got in there, he was not. That was legit.
I mean, he was sandbagging right up until he got knocked out, I guess. If that's a game
He
plan.
never came. Yeah,
Forgot
but
to
I don't know. We should look up Cowboys record because I'm pretty sure somebody correct us maybe, but Masvidal was the first guy that he lost to at welterweight.
Yeah, like I'm definitely not trying to take anything away from Cerrone. I mean, he's like I say, he's extremely talented. He's to be in contention at any point. Like you are the 1% of MMA fighters out there. You're the elite of the elite to even
Oh, for
get
sure,
to that
man.
point.
Definitely.
And Cerrone, he has the most fights or the most wins in UFC and the most
Yeah.
finishes.
Yeah, he
in
just
UFC
He's
now.
fought a lot.
He just passed like Michael Bisping, I think, or Tito, one of the.
No, it's
Yeah.
Bisping and GSP. I think we're tied.
Was it?
And then now he's at 19, I think.
And I mean, he's going to be one of those fighters that, like, we're still going to be talking about him and be excited about his fights probably 5-10 years from now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like he's
He'll
got
be
staying
he'll
power.
be very missed when he's gone.
Oh yeah,
oh,
for
definitely,
sure.
man.
And okay, so here just to give a quick run through. So he was on a win streak, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fight win streak coming into the Rafael dos Anjos fight. for the
8
title.
fight win streak.
He has an 8-fight win
Wow.
streak, and that was at lightweight. He
Yeah.
fought RDA for the title, lost, and then he moved up to welterweight. He fought Alex Cowboy Oliveira,
Yep, I remember that fight.
beat him.
Yeah.
Submission. He TKO'd Patrick Cote. He TKO'd Rick Story, and he KO'd Matt Brown clean with a head kick.
That was a
Yeah.
good
That was
performance.
That was a good
That was
performance.
a great performance.
And then he got TKO'd by Jorge Masvidal. He came back very shortly after because he fought December 10th against Matt Brown. Took some damage in that fight. Came back January 28th, 2017, and got TKO'd. Then he fought Robbie Lawler in July of last year and lost a decision. And they got TKO'd by Darren Till in October of last year.
Mm.
And then he came back and TKO'd Yancy Medeiros in February of this year. Lost the decision to Leon Edwards in June. And then he just beat Mike Perry by submission a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
November 10th.
I mean, he's got a very well-rounded game, and I would love to see him against Conor. I think that'd be a great fight.
Yeah, he's talking. Well, he said in his post fight, I believe, that he wanted to go back down to lightweight. So, giddy up.
Giddy up.
Yeah, and I mean, he was training at the UFC Performance Institute leading up to the Mike Perry fight because
Was
he
he?
was gonna go down to 155.
Oh, okay.
So he's working with nutritionists and
Yeah.
doing some different diet things to get back down to 155, and then that's
He-
kind of what came up. The Mike Perry fight kind of came up. There's a bit of a storyline and stuff, so they went with it, I guess.
He looked absolutely shredded.
Oh,
though,
he
when
looked
he was in
great.
the cage, he looked
Yeah.
amazing, like
Oh
physically.
man, I thought he looked really good. So he's got some momentum at least going down to 155. He's not coming off a loss, so it's good.
It's easy to get behind Cerrone because he's fun to watch. He's fun to listen to. You can get kind of up behind whatever momentum he is building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
wants
he
to
has
go
he has
up.
the charisma outside of
Yeah.
the ring, right? Like, he knows how to promote a fight.
He wants to get out there. He wants to put on a good fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he's, as Brandon read off, the amount of fights he took short notice was significant.
ridiculous.
Oh yeah, like he is one of those
Yeah.
fighters that is
so
like
active.
constantly ready to take a
Yeah.
fight.
And
he is easily one of my favorite people to watch.
And
Yeah.
he's not a guy that turns down like up and coming prospects with lots of momentum. Like he'll fight anybody.
Yeah.
Like he flew to Poland or whatever to fight Darren Till. He didn't even know who Darren Till was,
Mm-hmm.
and like he'll just fight anybody. And like, yeah, it's pretty incredible.
Yeah, he gets after it. That's why people love him.
He's got that old school mentality, like that old school MMA fighter mentality.
Yeah,
And he just
doesn't
he just
matter.
wants to fight.
Yeah.
Doesn't pick and choose. Terrible matchup or not, he just wants to fight, and that's why everybody loves him. And he's going to be missed greatly, I think, when he's gone.
I mean,
Yeah,
how,
hopefully that's a long ways away.
How much more do you think he's got for years? Really, he's 36 or something, 37. For a lighter weight guy, that's
Yeah.
older.
Yeah.
So this person's saying
Enjoy it while you
Is
got
that
it.
Yodvar? Is that what it says?
Yod
Aldo-
Vab, I think.
Fab?
So Albert Morales should also retire.
Fab.
Hope you guys are doing good. Aldo McGregor too, please. What do you guys think about that? I mean, that could also happen. Aldo just moved up to 55, apparently.
Yeah,
I mean, not anytime soon.
No?
any matchup's going to be so hot.
There's too many other
Conor.
fights
Yeah.
I'd rather see above that.
Yeah,
For
I agree.
McGregor.
I agree with Miles.
Hmm.
Personally, yeah, I would rather see some other matchups, but I'm still going to watch it.
Yeah, if they threw it out there, I would buy that pay-per-view.
I'd buy it still, like, because I mean, it's just it'd be hard to promote that because I mean, it wasn't competitive the
I
first
know.
time,
I
Oh,
know.
and
and
that's
I think that's the
That
problem.
that's
maybe.
why you need more distance between that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
And at 155 would be
I'd love
Two,
to see
hey?
Aldo at 155 though.
yeah.
that could be fun.
I mean, you know,
Look at
They
what he
just
did to
have
Jeremy Stevens.
I know. The thing about that Aldo McGregor fight is they have so much promotion that they could pull up to promote that fight with, like from the previous fight.
Oh yeah.
All that shit talking,
Endless
like,
antics.
yeah, like the promo's already there.
You know
Like,
what
it's-
though?
it's
I mean
made.
that's
Easy
a
move.
that's a
Yeah.
statement that could be made about anyone McGregor has ever fought with in the past.
Yeah,
Like that back catalog of banter and shit talking is there for every one of his opponents.
I know, but it's
Aldo.
also Aldo
It was
is
different with Aldo.
the
Aldo
longest
is
reigning
also the greatest
featherweight
featherweight of all
champion.
time.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see that fight go a little longer. too.
McGregor got under his skin,
Hell yeah.
Oh man, it was unreal.
wore him like a puppet,
Ugh.
danced around in his head.
Ugh. Yeah, it was.
Any fight they make with Conor McGregor is going to be massive. So
Yeah.
I'll take any of the above, honestly. Whether it's Nate Diaz again, Tony Ferguson.
Yeah,
Aldo,
like I say,
Cowboy.
I'd rather see Ferguson before Aldo. I'd rather see Diaz before Aldo.
Yeah.
I think they got
I-
to give Tony that title shot, man.
Oh man,
Yeah.
if they don't do Tony,
He's
Khabib-
due.
Yeah. He's on what? 10. He's a 10-fight win streak or something.
Tony, I bet you more
Stupid.
than that now.
Oh god.
I bet you like 14.
Gotta find it.
I mean, give him the title shot right after we watch him fight Pettis 10 more times. Did we say?
Yeah, at least
12.
12 more times.
Yeah, over
Every
the next
month.
couple months.
Every month for the next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then we'll be ready to see him fight for the title.
So Yod Vav says, "I'll take anyone beating down Connor. Anyone.
Oh fuck.
Just go."
You
watch-
know what? He
go watch
is the man to. It would be fun to be on any side of Connor, and like I'm pro Connor. I like his bullshit and his antics, and I like the way he fights. But it'd be great to hate him if you're on the
Oh,
other
fucking
side of it.
rights,
Oh
man.
yeah,
Yeah.
really-
People love to hate
yeah.
Conor.
It's got to be just as much fun to hate on him as it is for people to throw behind
I
him.
think so. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
11-fight win streak for Tony Ferguson.
11. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's ridiculous.
that's really good.
That's ridiculous.
That's close to the record, isn't it? Isn't the
That's
record
go-
like
that's gotta be up
13 or
there.
something?
Well, Anderson had how many
Oh,
title
Khabib?
defenses?
I mean,
Well, Khabib, yeah. I mean, if you
yeah,
just
guess
wanna
in
talk
the
win
Yeah,
streak.
UFC,
sorry.
Right?
27-0.
Yeah.
But what about in the UFC
Uh,
for Khabib?
I think it's Anderson still.
Is it?
It should
Well,
still
be-
be Anderson.
He has because he had the longest title reign, but he also had the fights at light heavyweight that weren't for a title.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's up there.
El
It's definitely
Kukui
up there.
is a machine. I agree with that statement.
Yeah. El Kukui.
I think that's the fight to make, honestly. Ferguson and Khabib.
How do you not make it? Like it has to happen. I mean, if their legs don't fall off, or yeah,
Yod Bab, I
Yeah.
always count Ferguson out, then he always pulls a zombie, a real El Kukui.
100%.
true.
100%.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
it.
That guy is never out.
No.
Fuck yeah.
How you doing, Rob?
I think for me, I would like to see the Khabib GSP fight.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't like Russia versus Canada? It's great in
Uh,
hocky. It's got to be great in MMA.
Yeah, no
Obviously,
shit.
us being
There we go.
Canadians,
Yeah.
we know
Yeah.
who we
know-
want to see.
We know our goddamn hockey matchups
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that'd
So I
be-
think that
that'd be
that
awesome.
would be a great fight. Good hype, good promoting.
Yeah. Oh fuck! It'd be easy to promote that.
They
I'm not
both make a lot of
I
money.
ain't saying shit about that matchup because I took so much shit in our last or 2 podcasts.
No,
ago.
God. Yeah.
come on. Tell us how you really feel.
No. Asker and Khabib, please.
Oh yeah,
That'd
that's
be
good
fucking
too.
sick too.
I can't not disagree.
Okay, so this is a good topic. Ben Askren, who is rumored for him?
Robbie Lawler.
Robbie Lawler,
Yep.
Yeah.
but that's
That's
not
the-
set yet.
No, but it's the most.
Yeah.
As far as I know, it's the most prominent rumor.
Okay.
Okay, just to back up for a second, why does nobody talk about like the obvious super fight is Khabib and Tyron Woodley
That'd be really
at
good.
170?
At 170.
Why does nobody ever bring that up? I just
I don't
can't
know.
understand it.
Because
I don't know.
Tyron Woodley isn't enough of promotion. I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for here?
But I mean, arguably
Draw?
Tyron Woodley is
draw?
the next
Yeah.
dominant force at welterweight.
Yeah.
I don't know. That'd be
I mean, from Khabib's point of view, he just wants to fight the best. He wants to keep that win streak going
And make that money.
and make that money.
I guess maybe he's looking at money fights, but I mean, legacy-wise, I think moving up to
That would be
170
that
to
would be
fight
the
Tyron
fight.
Woodley, who's knocked out everybody recently.
Yeah. He's a monster
champion,
right now.
Champion versus champion. I mean,
I'd watch
It
that.
is
I'd buy
huge.
that
It is huge. And I think, unfortunately, there's for some reason, I don't know why, there's just not enough buzz around
Woodley.
him, around Woodley.
Yeah.
That must be it. But I mean,
Yeah.
like hardcore MMA fan. that's the fight to make.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
it's
the
a great
fight.
fight.
I mean, that's a super fight for the year, right?
Oh yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
I think. But nobody talks about it.
I mean, maybe we'll get that in 2020.
It's due to
Yeah.
activity with Tyrant. Like, he speaks well, he dresses well. You know, you see him on UFC Tonight or whatever.
Oh yeah, when he's commentating, he's great.
He's good.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but maybe it's kind of like the DC thing. Like, it seems like DC's finally starting to get the.
Towards, yeah, like the right.
But
tail
even-
of his career.
Even
You
with
know.
saying that, it still doesn't like it's nowhere near these other fighters.
Right. Yeah.
The hype machine is
like a GSP.
is
or-
not as big.
Yeah.
It seems like it doesn't matter what he does. Like, maybe what he needs to do is just crush Jones, and then everyone will love him for what he's done.
Man, that's a tall order.
Yeah, that's
It was
not.
taller.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
But that's exactly my
Yeah.
point, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like everyone is just like, yeah, we love you, DC, but we doubt you because of this
because
one
you lost
because
to
of this
John.
one thing.
Yeah.
It's
So-
like, you're great, but you'd be better if.
Yeah. Gotta say, him defending the heavyweight title was pretty baller, though.
Oh,
Even if
so
it was
good.
against Derek Lewis, and Derek
Yeah.
Lewis was a little bit out.
out of his league. There,
Yeah.
a little bit.
That was a pretty good moment.
That was deep waters for Lewis.
Yeah.
Swimming with sharks.
I'm just glad they all got paid.
yeah.
I'm glad Derek Lewis got
Yeah.
paid.
Plus, Derek
Yeah.
Lewis is hilarious.
Yeah, he's hilarious, man.
So,
So Yod Vav says, "I'm not excited for Jones. How about you guys?
Not excited for Jones.
Start with you, Rob.
You know what? I'm not excited for him to have a substance problem and for them to nail him for another year
For
or 2
dick
years
pills
or
or
5
yeah,
years or whatever you're going to nail him with. I really hope that doesn't happen. I really hope he comes in, and I hope he's spent so much of his career already in like this stupid state of not being able to fight, and like this is prime years for him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he is
missed a lot of time.
ridiculous.
Such a waste.
Oh, such a talent.
Such a talented
unbelievable.
athlete. His whole family is like genetically awesome
Yeah.
for any kind of physical sport.
Yeah.
So it's nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I like watching him fight and stuff. He's Yod Vav says you cannot bet on that horse.
Yeah, that's
I mean-
it. You know, it is a tough sell. I like Alex a lot.
I'm
I don't think he can beat him.
no. Yeah.
It does suck though if you're Jon Jones. I mean, that's all his problems. I mean, that's gonna follow him even beyond when he retires. Like that's a part of his legacy now. I think is
Oh, it's a
The
scar.
scandal.
all that
Yeah,
bullshit.
it's a scar.
Scandal.
It's a scar on his career for sure.
so. It's like, will he go down as the greatest of all time? I mean, it's gonna be subjective at that point with
Yeah.
all this crap.
Depending on
going
how
Yeah.
people want to
it's-
judge him.
Yeah, I mean, talent wise, like pound for pound, he's
Crazy.
he's up there, man. Like it's undeniable. So
Yeah.
okay, so SW Lav says I think
SWP.
UFC must more promote young prospects, make their names louder. Names like Kukui, Khabib, Conor, DC, Woodley already make money. Shows itself. Yeah, I mean, I think they've been trying to do that. I mean, they've given Darren Till a title shot recently. They've promoted Mike Perry pretty well. I mean, they gave that new Russian prospect, undefeated heavyweight, a shot against
Yeah.
Overeem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Co-main event
Came
slot.
up
I mean,
a
that was.
little short.
So I mean, they are trying to build these guys. Is it in the right way? Maybe not.
Well, we've talked about this quite a bit before. We had a podcast even, or tried to do this podcast thing, but
Podcast.
with well, I mean, you take a guy like Eric Silva, who was either blowing dudes out of the water or getting blown out of the water.
Yeah.
I mean, USADA was probably for
man,
sure it
yeah.
had something to do with that, but his downfall. But they would give him a guy that was unranked or way outside the top 10 or 15, and then they would give him John Fitch, and then they give him a guy outside the top 10, and then they give him another guy whatever who else knocked him out.
Yeah, you just couldn't crack that nut.
Yeah, you give him a guy way out of that was way out of his league, and then they'd give him a guy that he couldn't handle either.
I mean, you got to promote him, right? I mean, make him look good,
yeah, and he
then
was
throw him in the deep end.
he was a he was
Then
a
you got to
jungle
make
fight.
him look good again.
It was a weird strategy. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
Who's like your top 3 like post USADA, like victims of USADA, like your top three?
I think Johnny Hendricks has to be the number one.
Johnny Hendricks.
Johnny Hendricks. Eric Silva was a pretty good victim. USADA got him good.
Vitor Belfort.
Vitor Belfort.
Vitor Belfort.
Vitor
That's the top
Belfort.
three, I think, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all very good picks.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, some say Gustafsson won their first fight. I can see that too, rooting for Alexander. Yeah, you know what? I think I scored that fight for Alexander in the first
I think it was the fifth round.
time I watched it.
I think it was the fifth round that people say,
It was a
Kinda made-
toss up.
yeah, or made it go more towards Jones because he had that spinning elbow in the fifth round.
Yeah.
That hurt
that's right.
Gustafsson.
Mm-hmm.
That was the most significant moment of the round, and I think it was even going into the fifth, basically. So
And like, don't get me wrong, I'd love to see Gustafsson win.
Yeah.
I'm just not 100%
yeah,
sure.
I'd be super
That would
psyched for him. It'd
if-
be huge.
If Gustafsson won that fight, I mean, that would be huge for European UFC. I mean,
Oh,
to have
yeah.
a
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
beautiful young man like that as your Swedish world champion, man, that's
Yeah.
pretty
Fucking-
good for business.
Yeah,
Put that
I mean
face-
they tried.
Put
They
that
tried.
face on a Wheaties box.
They put him and Anthony
whatever
Rumble.
the hell they got over there.
Yeah.
They put him and Anthony Rumble in Sweden, and
I know. that didn't
Gustafsson
go-
got some of
didn't
that
go over too
Rumble.
well.
Oh, yeah.
It was not.
It was
great.
it was a big disappointment for them over there.
Yeah,
So this
I
person's
love Gustafsson though.
this
I'll just
person's
say
also
that.
asking why he's wondering why he's so in love with Mackenzie Dern,
With the Dern.
because she's thick.
Two
with
C's.
2 C's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We hear you. We hear you.
We're also in love with her a little bit.
Yeah, I would say we hear you, brother, but I don't know. You may be a sister, or
Hard to tell with
We're
that
not gonna
name.
make that joke
yeah,
again.
whatever.
Yeah.
So what else is going on? Oh, we got
You know what I mean.
Ortega and Max Holloway coming up.
Also, killer.
It's gonna be a good fucking fight.
Hope
The
it doesn't
featherweight title.
Yeah.
fall apart.
Were we talking about Nunes and Cyborg?
Yeah,
Pre-stream
I
or post-stream? Or,
no,
like,
I think
post-
that
during
was
the
mentioned
stream.
here. I did
Okay.
want to go back to that because what do you guys
Okay.
have for picks on that?
I'd like to say Nunes.
I
That's
used
what
to
I would
say
like to
Nunes
say.
until I saw them square off at the press conference.
and,
And Cyborg
then, and then
is
you got worried.
full weight class bigger.
Yeah. Cyborg's a big girl.
So
Yeah.
It's quite
Maybe that,
significantly.
yeah.
It's
I
a
don't know,
significant
man.
difference.
I just don't know.
It's unanimous, brothers.
It's unanimous, brothers. This guy's he says he's more nacho than a hot spicy nacho. More macho,
Good,
yeah.
good.
Nice. I gotta take a
Represent.
piss. My bladder is not holding this
No.
alcohol too
Yeah.
That's
well.
all right.
We're drunk.
What alcohol?
I mean, wait.
I think you can
Drunk
talk
on
about
the
it. You just
internet.
can't show it.
What
Right.
time zone are you in, Yod?
Yeah, we got to know where our
or Mountain Time.
where our loyal fans live.
And thank you for watching, or whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all worried that Nunes is going to get wrecked.
Yeah.
I think is the bottom line there.
Yeah,
But I'd throw my bet on her.
I'd
Yeah.
give her a pretty good chance of surviving.
Yeah.
San Diego, sweet. Glass bladder.
Glass bladder. San Diego, there you go. Yeah.
Nice.
So an hour behind. That's
I
not
would
bad.
love to go to California right now,
Way the fuck better than being here in the swamp. Fuck's
or
sakes.
anytime really.
All I can think about is Anchorman, and I just want to say San Diego. I believe it means a whale's vagina.
Yeah, direct translation, I think.
Did you guys watch the second one, Anchorman?
I did.
Yeah, it was dog shit.
Yeah, it was not as good. Not as good.
Thank you for stream. I'm betting on. Oh, the lioness. He's picking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think we want her to win for
I love
sure. I would
Amanda.
love to see that gravy train keep on chugging along.
Yeah. I worry about anybody's health that fights Cyborg.
Yeah.
Not that she's not that I think she's not capable of defending herself, obviously, but you know, it's just that there seems to be a pretty stark contrast
Yeah.
when they square
Yeah.
off.
It's
And
dangerous.
And
But I mean that's the fight for her. I mean cuz she's cleaned up her division. Like what else is interesting for her?
it's good to make a fight like that.
Yeah. You gotta.
It's good to make
To
a fight
rise
like
to that
It's
challenge, for
Good for
sure.
Cyborg too.
This is the age of super fights.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is what we were hoping for 10 years ago, and now we're in it. Like it's
like they almost have to for people to pay attention.
yeah. Like those are the only cards that get talked about is super fights, unless there's a superstar promoter like Conor McGregor on the card. Then it doesn't matter what the fight is or what belt is on the line.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear typing.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
We will try and get to you.
Nice.
That's an MMA
Yeah, so we're
etc.
kind of all
guarantee.
picking. I don't mean to be disrespectful to the Lioness in any way, but I mean, it seems
Man,
like
every
we're all
time
picking.
every time you bet against us, you end up winning. So
Is that how it's
don't.
done?
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Just don't. Let's all lose together. All right.
We all. Never mind. Mind.
Yeah.
This is kind of a fantasy MMA fight, but if Ronda would have fought
Cyborg. Yeah.
at that catch weight,
Yeah.
do you think she could have pulled off a submission?
Mm,
She could,
No.
like, she
Negative,
could
sir.
strike with her.
I'm gonna go in negatory.
You don't think so?
Not
You
at
don't
all,
think so?
man. You know what? Back in the day, no, actually no. I'll
I'd-
just say
I'd-
no.
I'd like to say you could flip a coin. Like there's too many wild cards with that kind of a
I probably
matchup.
would have
But
done something stupid and picked
Picked Ronda.
Ronda at
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Honestly,
you would have gotten a Nickelback tattoo.
yeah, I would have.
That would have been a
Where we-
Nickelback
where are we
tattoo.
Yeah,
talking
man.
about?
what the hell was that bet for?
That was
that
what
Khabib
that was
Conor?
what fight matchups would have Brandon so confident in the outcome
Oh,
that he
that's
would
right,
bet
yeah.
getting a Nickelback tattoo.
Yeah,
On it.
Ain't nobody getting a Nickelback tattoo.
Not around here.
For anyone who doesn't know, Nickelback is clearly a Canadian national treasure. We're all very,
We're all very proud
Proud.
very proud
Yeah.
that they
proud.
came from Hannah, Alberta.
out here in the swamp.
Unfortunately,
Swam.
Out in the oil sands.
Yeah, came from the oil sands, and we tried to put him back in, but they just wouldn't go.
I think we're doing that thing where we're veering again.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, no. I mean, Ronda was definitely exciting when she was on top. I mean, if she were to ever come back, I would want to see her. Like, I wouldn't want to see her to come in and immediately go to a title shot.
Yes, I agree.
The reason why, like, way back in the day, I thought Ronda had a chance against Cyborg is because Cyborg's fight with Gina Carano
Mm-hmm.
showed that Cyborg at that time could get mounted and controlled a little bit on the ground. But I mean, obviously Cyborg's gotten better and evolved as a fighter. I'm sure of that. But at the time, I probably would have been biased enough to give Ronda a chance.
Yeah.
But seeing her performance against Nunes and stuff is just, I
Yeah.
don't think she could defend the striking to get it to the ground. I don't
Yeah,
know.
and she really had no entries,
No, just
like to get into the clinch to.
head movement.
Oof,
Yeah.
not great.
Only backwards.
Y'all in Canada now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's not obvious at this point.
yeah, we are
We're all
up
about
near the
that
49th
Canada.
parallel,
Yeah.
or north of the 49th parallel, right? That's the border. Is that what they say? Whatever.
Yes.
I don't know. You know what's
Sure.
kind of funny though about that
None of
UFC
us are geography
229
majors.
podcast that we did with Khabib and Connor?
Hmm.
We got so much hate, but we literally have a brown bear and Khabib's what's
Yeah.
it called? Papakaya or whatever.
This is not going anywhere,
Papaya.
people. Like-
Yeah. Like, we also like Khabib, by the way, but
We're a fan of good fighters.
I'm sometimes a fan of bad fighters. I'll be honest.
like
Fair
who?
enough.
Who? Brock Lesnar.
Whoa.
Khabib.
Yeah, who are you a diehard fan
Oh.
for, no
Khabib
matter
fan.
what? Mark Hunt.
Yeah, but he's a good fighter.
Yeah, he's in the UFC. Define bad, okay?
Right.
Define bad.
Right.
These guys are fighting
They're still all
at a
more
world-class
successful than we
level.
are.
Oh, hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
I'm not
Hold
trying
on.
to sound casual here, but
No, I'm. Yeah.
CM Punk.
Okay,
Okay.
acceptable.
Do you like CM?
Yeah.
No, you know what? No.
He's bad, and he's in the UFC for some reason.
What do you?
Fair enough.
Do you guys know who Logan Paul is?
Asked and answered.
And I hate to bring this up.
No, I don't.
Do you guys know who Logan Paul is?
Yeah.
I think we talked about him, right?
Yep.
Massive YouTuber. He's done some boxing. He was like a high school wrestler, college wrestler or something. I think high school.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're gonna bring him into the UFC like he wants to, and he's creating traction and momentum towards that debut, who do you give him? You give him probably a non-fighter
Somebody
with a big name.
Yeah, somebody outside of the top 10
named CM
for
Punk.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
You know how fucking big that would be? CM Punk and Logan Paul in the UFC.
Yeah.
I'm no promoter, but I
I'd watch
understand how ridiculous that sounds.
And really, that's the best thing for CM Punk, too.
It is.
Because it gives him a chance to redeem himself.
Yeah.
I guess when I say bad fighters too, it's just like. Let me take a minute to think about how.
Yeah,
to explain
yes.
it.
Speaking of a definition of bad fighters, here's Yod Vav with his comment. I'm a fan of bad fighter Artem.
There you go.
Bad equals a losing record.
What if we just use that definition?
Fair.
So if bad equals a losing record,
Okay.
who's on that list?
Mark Hunt's
Chuck
about
Liddell?
even, right? No, Chuck Liddell's.
But I was willing to root for him, even though I knew he was going to lose. So that's like kind of an example.
Losing records.
And
Artem
like
Lobov.
every time he got knocked out over those last two fights in the UFC, I still cheered for Liddell.
Yeah.
So I guess Liddell is an example. Unfortunately,
What was Shogun's record at before he left?
He's still in.
He's in the UFC still?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought he left the UFC.
No, he got knocked out by Anthony Smith recently.
Shogun's 25-11. It's better than I thought.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be a lot tighter than that, to be honest. Because my only recent memories of him are him, on the mat,
Right.
out cold. So
Shale Sonnen. Fuck.
He was coming off of a 3-fight win streak when he fought Anthony Smith, I believe.
yeah,
I think.
I think you're right. Yeah.
So
Who else
yeah.
is there anybody else in the UFC with a losing record?
CM Punk.
Well, CM Punk, Artem.
Artem's a real fighter.
I mean, I can't think of anyone that has a losing record that I still love. I mean, that's pretty hard to come by.
I'm sure there's a lot more guys than you realize that have losing records in the UFC.
Yeah,
But guys that have losing records overall that are in the UFC.
I'm sure tons.
Yeah.
Mama Bear wants you to come home.
apparently
You're out too late.
I'm out too late.
Oh no.
You know what? All the people that I can think of that had at least a losing record in the UFC don't fight in the UFC anymore. That I was
Yeah,
rooting for. Like when Jake Shields came, he never really got traction.
Yeah,
Fuck,
but he
there
had
was
a
a
winning
huge
record,
hype
though.
machine behind him too.
And there was a big like get on that Jake Shields dick movement, and it just
I think Brock had a losing record in the UFC.
did he?
Or even. Check it out.
Yeah,
I mean, he lost to Alistair. He lost to Frank Mir. He lost to...
She's probably locked out of the house.
I'm probably fuck. She knows the code to your place.
Brock Lesnar's 5-3.
Yeah, boy.
overall.
Yeah. I mean,
I thought he went 6-0 when he came in.
He has an even record.
so technically an even
basically.
record, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. If you look at it that
It's
way.
too bad about Shane Carwin. That dude was sick.
Alright,
Yeah, what
I'll
the
be
hell
right
ever
back.
happened to him, man?
Alright.
It's too bad.
Back injuries.
He got pieced
Yeah,
up by
it was an
JDS though
injury.
too, like bad. Took a beating in that fight. That's 7 years ago, man.
That's
Yeah.
a long time
That's
ago.
crazy.
Yeah. You know, and when that... I remember the build-up for that fight pretty clearly because I remember listening to the Jason Ellis show at the time.
Mhm.
And I remember thinking, like, there is no fucking way somebody is not getting knocked out in that fight, given both the guys' trajectories at the time and their records.
Yeah.
And yet, Shane Carwin's so goddamn tough.
Oh man, he took a beating.
He goes to a decision
Yeah.
and gets his face mauled off, basically, by JDS.
Yeah.
3 rounds.
Yeah, that was a savage fight.
Yeah. That was
Oh, Yamasaki's back.
unemployed.
Welcome back.
Unemployed Yamasaki. Did he post?
I saw him in the comments before.
Which
I'm
one?
sure from the the
from
last
Connor?
one.
The
Yeah.
Connor one? Talking shit.
Welcome back. I have no idea. Mario, what's
Man,
up, bro?
I love Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's awesome. I've seen him around too.
But yeah, I remember thinking like, there's no fucking way that that fight was gonna end in anything but a vicious knockout. And
Oh yeah, I know.
yet it goes
Yeah.
to decision. So
Yeah.
it just goes to show, like,
That's what's so fucked up about MMA. Like we were talking earlier about Derek Lewis
Yeah.
fighting Ngannou.
yeah,
No way this fight goes the distance. What happens? Nobody throws a strike for the first round.
yeah,
And like there's like 6 punches thrown that whole fight
Yeah, about that.
in 15 minutes.
that was brutal.
So yeah, as soon as you think it's like the perfect matchup and you're like, no, there's no way this doesn't end, without a knockout or whatever. It's shit happens. in
Here's
the
a
sport. It's
crappy
crazy.
decision.
Yeah.
Against 2 like killers.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, sometimes when two guys are the best at what they do, they kind of just neutralize each other,
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was just a
whether
total.
it's mentally or
yeah,
something else. I don't know.
strange.
mm-hmm.
Strange.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's lots more examples of that too, but those are, that specifically is one that stuck out in my mind because I remember being so sure, of course, as sure as you can be.
But isn't that
You
why
know.
you want to see GSP against Nurmagomedov?
Yeah,
Wrestler
Come on, man.
against
Chuck's
wrestler.
an old man,
Yeah.
Mario. He can't take that shit.
That's Mario. He wants to give him that samurai death.
Unemployed Mario Yamasaki says, I really wish the ref let Tito pound Chuck's face a little bit more.
Yeah, just a little bit more, hey?
Why though?
Because he wants to let them go out like a warrior.
Like an MMA legend.
You've been influencing Herb Dean, haven't you, Mario?
Herb D's let him get a little closer to death these days.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, so stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So what else do we need, you guys think, for this studio? Like for trinkets and that sort of stuff.
Well, we've got, little Bruce Lee. We've got our skeptical Shippo.
Oh yeah, we got skeptical ship. It's almost out of frame.
Shout out to the Fighter and the Kid
Yeah.
podcast. Got our fake news button.
Got Jocko White Tea.
Better hit that.
It's definitely turned off.
Yeah. Got some white tea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ryzen. With we're talking Mayweather and
Oh yeah.
that boxing fight basically.
Yeah. Have you guys heard about that shit?
The last thing I heard about,
Teruto.
wasn't that all called off?
It was well, Floyd was denying it, I believe.
I thought it was officially called off.
Tension.
Nasakawa. No, actually they did this press conference.
There you
Okay.
go. 3 boxing rounds.
Yeah, they're
UAE.
That's the latest.
that's the
Okay.
latest. 3 boxing rounds, no kicks. Just a boxing expedition.
Exhibition.
And
Three,
at first it was announced as being like a kickboxing fight.
hold on. 3 boxing rounds, altered time?
3 3-minute rounds. So it's a 9-minute exhibition boxing match with big gloves.
Fuck, that's
And
Kinda lackluster.
tension's like what, 1 or 2 weight classes below Mayweather?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just like
it's on
Why?
like the donkey. Okay. I mean, I'll watch
on
it.
like the donkey.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Like,
I'd
if
be
I
a
got
liar if I
nothing
said I
else to
wasn't
do.
gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But I
We'll
know
definitely watch it and have a podcast about it.
Mayweather's not gonna lose that. He's not gonna sign up to lose,
Yep.
and it's Japan, so it's a little. You don't know what's going on unless. Who the fuck brought this up? I think it was Rogan brought this up today on one of his podcasts or yesterday or something. He's like, what if the Japanese Yakuza go to Tenshin and offer him like $2 million to just head kick Floyd in the middle of the fight or something?
Right.
That'd be.
$2
You
million?
never know what the hell can happen.
Yeah.
Or whatever,
Yeah.
Insert some random number,
But make it look like an accident.
Who was it? Was it
Yeah,
Jail was
that'd be
saying this
kinda
week?
funny.
That like basically he's saying like Floyd's getting played by the Japanese because if he thinks he's gonna go there and win a decision in Japan.
Well, that's kind of what.
Oh,
Rogan
like you
and
think
they were
Yeah.
talking
you think
about.
Floyd has to finish it
Yeah.
in 9 minutes?
Yeah. That's
It's
kind of the idea.
Wasn't that,
Seems so
wasn't that
bizarre to
Rogan
me.
talking about that today? Were you watching that?
No, no, this was
Just-
like a few days ago.
Because they were bringing that up too, about like how sneaky the Japanese are and stuff. And like
That's-
some,
Whoa.
well, like I mean, like back in like the Pride MMA
Yeah.
days.
Not
and
in
stuff,
general. Some of
and,
them.
like, stuff with the contract negotiating and stuff like that. There's like some sneaky stuff going on when the UFC was first thinking about purchasing Pride.
Right.
Interesting.
So Rogan was kind of bringing some of the stuff up, like how like they're not going to go into business with a company if it's going to make them look bad, kind of thing. Like, so I don't. That also kind of makes me wonder, like, they're not going to throw like the best Japanese superstar, pound for pound, best kickboxer to the wolves, and just have him destroyed by Floyd Mayweather, coming over to Japan.
Yeah, like what does that
know
do
what I
for
mean?
them?
Yeah, like that's
Nothing.
pretty bad for business. So I don't know. It was just kind of an interesting point that Rogan was bringing up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's a question for you on the point of Floyd. You think the Conor McGregor fight and the Pacquiao fight? What did you like about those two fights?
With Floyd?
Yeah.
Like the Conor fight?
Yeah,
and then-
yeah. Well, the Conor fight with Floyd or the Floyd Pacquiao fight?
I liked the people he was fighting.
Yeah, but like,
I don't like Floyd Mayweather.
What do you like
yeah.
about it? I mean, if you're a hardcore boxing fan, you like that he's such a tactician. I mean, it's like the GSP, watching GSP perform. Not the most exciting most of the time, but he is methodical, and he's a game planning genius.
Yeah, he always
Okay, sure.
he
So, I
always
mean-
gets his plan executed.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're a purist or whatever of either sport,
Yeah.
you enjoy that too, that aspect of it.
which unfortunately I'm casual as fuck, so nay.
Yeah.
For the Pacquiao fight, do you think you got your money's worth? Was that pay-per-view worth $100?
Pacquiao fight?
Only I'd say no because Pacquiao came out after and said he had a bummed shoulder.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, why would you say that? And you just made every
Well,
fan
and,
in
like,
the world spend $100.
There was a lot of rumors about them doing another fight, him and Pacquiao,
They were in talks.
before
couple
this
weeks ago.
Horizon.
Yeah, they were in talks, and now
Yeah.
Pacquiao's fighting Adrian Broner.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So, I mean, that fight might happen down the road too.
Yeah. The Pac-Man rematch.
Mm-hmm. I prefer the Pac-Man rematch. I like the Pac-Man
Over-
fight, not the
over
Conor
Tenson?
boxing fight. That was sad. I would pay to watch Mayweather and Pac-Man for sure. I mean, those are
Hey, we could just smoke a bunch of. Well, no, I mean, other podcasts do that too. Never mind.
they got 10K views playing chess. Weird. I mean, I guess there's probably only 8 mixed martial arts fans awake right now, so they're all tuned in.
They're all tuned in.
I mean, we could play chess while we're discussing MMA. I don't think that would be that difficult.
We could do like
Pretty fucking bad at chess, so.
You don't need to be good.
it'd be hard to do 4-way chess though. We could do Chinese checkers.
We could do wizards chess.
We could actually just like move that camera and then go to our little performance institute over there and watch Rob do deadlifts.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah,
Yes.
we could.
Yeah.
That's
not?
that's a little known secret about MMA, etc. We have the
Deadlift champion.
the MMA, etc.
Deadlift world champion. sitting
Performance
over
Yeah.
here.
institute.
I would say Rob's squats are a lot better than his deadlifts lately, but you know,
Yeah,
gotta get back on the train sometime.
Yeah,
that's right.
true.
I need to hack my NES Mini after this.
To play chess on?
So what else is going on in MMA world?
Yeah, lots probably.
Well,
Did you hear
Breaking news.
Rachel Ostovich's
oh yeah, what the fuck
husband
is
there?
up with that?
So UFC fighter Rachel Ostovich, husband is being charged for. Well, he was going to be charged with attempted murder, and now it's assault something felony.
So
assault
she
or
was
something.
attacked and hospitalized.
Broken orbital. He's the Jesus Saves guy.
What are you doing, Cam? What are you doing?
I'm showing you who she is.
Oh, right.
Do you remember now? Does that ring a bell?
Yeah.
There you go. Now you know who she is.
Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
So, not great. Not great.
So
Pretty-
sorry,
pretty bad
I missed it. Is she in like critical condition?
Yeah, she's in the hospital. I think she somehow escaped his attack, but yeah.
And he's been arrested?
Yeah.
Yep.
They were chasing him down for a while. I think they didn't catch him right away.
That'll be a forthcoming episode of Cops.
Arnold Burden, just to put that loser's name out there.
Yeah, too bad. She's gonna fight Paige Van Zandt.
Yeah,
I don't know if you said that.
that's
but
right. No, I didn't. That's,
Oh yeah, that was
yeah,
that
it's
would be
coming up.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate.
Pretty shitty.
Yeah.
Hunt fights pretty soon,
Yeah.
and Johanna fights on December 8th.
That's right.
Oh, really?
Well, on the Max Holloway card,
Really?
Valentina Shevchenko.
Is that-
Oh.
Are they co-main event or?
Yep.
Nice.
That I'm probably not around at TV for that one, but I will be excited to watch the highlights.
Yeah. 2 weeks, eh?
So next weekend we got.
That's
Dos
a good
Anjos.
fight.
I know.
Oh, that's a good
Is
fight.
Hunt on this
Kamaru
card?
Usman. I'm not sure, man.
Scroll down. Oh no, never mind.
Oh man, this UFC website is terrible.
That's fucking garbage.
Yeah, we've said it before. We'll say it again.
It doesn't work. Oh, so
Fucking
you're on the
fix that
mobile
shit.
website.
But why are we directed to that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's amazing. Like, it's 10 years behind.
Yeah.
Brian Caraway's back. Holy shit.
Feels like it's been a while. There's Pedro Munoz,
Benavides, Alex Perez. Should be good.
Oh, he's
Tim
on back.
Means.
the Dirty Bird,
Rick Len's back too. Holy.
fucking way down.
Oh, and that's Valentina's sisters fighting. Antonina?
Yeah, Antonina.
Antonina Shevchenko.
6-0. I don't think I've ever seen her fight.
Decent little card.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Oh yeah, Nick Diaz is back. He's fighting.
Oh,
Jorge
yeah.
Masvidal.
Thank you for that one. That's a huge win for everyone.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't wait to see Nick Diaz back. I know you're not a fan, are you?
Yeah,
The
like
Diaz
I've said it before. Neither Diaz brother fucking strokes my crank, but hey, a lot of people love to watch them fight, and they are entertaining.
Yeah.
That's a great matchup.
Oh, it's the best. Like,
That's a great
what
fucking
other?
matchup.
That is probably the best matchup. I mean, if you're gonna bring Nick Diaz back.
And good. I know, like, you know, hopefully good things come of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's always fun to watch, man.
Fuck, it's got to be, would it be earlier in San Diego right now? I mean, it's
Yeah, it'd be a
20 after
Pacific
12
time.
right now here, so. On that Mountain Standard Time.
What would they be?
Yeah.
1 hour difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
On,
1 hour
on
slower.
BC time, huh?
something like that.
Pacific?
There you go.
Yeah,
It's
there you go,
11:18.
11:18. Thank
Fucking
you.
asked and answered.
Do we want to touch on some etc. and close it out?
Yeah, might as well. We got 9 minutes left. That'll be about 1 hour and 20 by then.
And
so.
then
yeah.
our chariot turns back into a pumpkin. So, yeah.
All this goes away.
Poof, puff of smoke.
What were you guys talking about before?
Warcraft Reforged.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
we
All
could
that.
we could touch a little bit on BlizzCon. That's hot news right now.
Is that still hot news? That was like at
When was
least 2 weeks
BlizzCon?
ago.
Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't follow
Might have
any of
been
that.
3. Essentially, they released a little bit of stuff for Heroes of the Storm. They released Warcraft, and then they're like, "Hey, Diablo's coming out, but it's a mobile game," and everyone shit
yeah.
their pants. And that's all they talked about.
Really?
They're
They're
going
super bad.
they're going after that Chinese mobile gaming market. That's
course.
that's where
That's
the
the
demand
move,
that's where the
right?
demand was for that.
That's the move.
Nobody in
Are
North
they-
America
are
asked for that.
Are they remaking Diablo 2? Or
They
remastering
did
it?
not come out with that
They didn't announce anything on that?
announcement.
No.
It was it's been talked about. So
Yeah.
hopefully,
Good,
Yes.
good couple years coming up, I think, for gaming and stuff like that. So
yeah.
should be.
Final
decent.
Fantasy VII remake next year.
Is it coming out next year? Nice.
Yeah, 2019, I believe.
That'd be good.
For anybody that's interested in that.
Yeah.
Cool.
2 people are not interested in that.
Nope. Immediately as we
Lost
get to the
And
etc. That's right.
everybody, everybody at this table is excited for the Mule movie that's coming out with
Oh.
Clint Eastwood and
Oh,
though.
yeah, fuck
Clint
yeah.
Eastwood's new movie.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
some others.
I heard. I was out yesterday, and even though Venom got shit on really bad by the critics and just like not a good score,
Mhm.
it's already grossed more than Deadpool 2.
No way.
Yeah, like it's
Holy fuck.
it's selling. It's huge in China right now.
I love Deadpool too.
Is there a Deadpool movie coming out in December?
The Christmas trailer thing.
Is that a
Yeah.
joke or
I don't know. I'd have to
Oh,
do
shit.
a little bit.
have
more
you not
reading.
seen that, Cam?
I think I heard about it, just like on Twitter or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a joke or not. It looks pretty legit though.
Deadpool Christmas. Once Upon a Deadpool. Huh?
Yeah,
What?
like coming out in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Oh my god, really? That's the dude from The Princess Bride. No?
Isn't it?
The son,
Isn't it?
or the grandson,
Yeah.
or whatever. Kind of looks like him.
That has to be.
Oh yeah, I mean that's the joke they're doing here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boop.
Interesting.
Yeah, that could be pretty funny.
It's definitely gonna make some money.
Yeah. I just don't know when did they have the time to punch this out?
See, he does have Cheetos behind his head.
Hmm,
He's wearing
that's
the same
funny.
clothes. The guy that the director for Princess Bride, didn't he just pass away a couple weeks ago?
He might have. I don't know.
My information's always pretty spotty.
Everybody's
I know.
passing away.
I know.
It's not been a good year for people living.
Oh shit! This is actually something we should have talked about. Is
Lomachenko?
well, Lomachenko, but also Tyson Fury and
Oh my
Bronze Bomber.
god. Yes.
Deontay Wilder.
Yes.
That might be the best heavyweight boxing matchup, like since a Tyson title defense or something.
Yeah.
I'm pumped for that actually.
I
When is
don't
it? That's next weekend, isn't it? Or 2 weeks from now?
Oh, I think
December
it's a couple weeks.
I think
It's coming up
December
pretty
3rd.
quick.
Fuck, that's gonna
Yeah,
be
like
unreal,
that's
man.
next weekend.
Wilder or Fury?
Okay, so he's asking who's gonna take it, Wilder or Fury? Fuck.
Ooh, boy. I'm going to have to go with Tyson.
Think so?
I'm going to make a prediction. I'm going to say Tyson Fury by, well,
By what? How soon?
10th round knockout.
10th round
That's my
knockout.
pick.
I'm gonna say Deontay Wilder by 4th round knockout.
Okay.
That's my
Anybody else care to?
Fury by decision.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, Lomachenko, though. Probably should watch that.
Lomachenko. Yeah, I'll probably watch that.
Can't say I will or won't just yet, but I really don't have any thoughts on it. I just want to see him fight. I
Eighth
enjoy his
TKO.
style.
Fury by 8th round TKO.
Okay, so I picked a little
Yeah,
later.
you never know.
Okay, we will see.
Yeah, I can't wait for that, actually.
We will see.
So, Miles, you watch any Burnt Chrysler
yeah,
videos
okay.
lately or anything like
Burnt
that?
Oh, any something's burning
Yeah.
cooking shows?
Any updates on that show?
Loma for the win.
No,
5th.
no updates. It's still good. Still good content.
No.
Yeah. 5th. I think that's going to be...
That's pretty much it, I think. for
I
this.
pick another late finish in that one.
Lomachenko.
Yeah.
5th round or 4th round?
No, I think it's going to be later. Like, decision.
Oh
maybe,
yeah,
maybe go to decision or a really late finish.
much later. Yeah.
That's just my pick. Based on nothing, really.
No.
Based on that casual gut.
Yeah. Based on that casual.
Okay, let's wrap this bitch up.
Okay.
Call it
Thank
a
you
night.
guys so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in.
Thanks
Yeah.
for hanging out. Thanks for listening.
You
Thanks
stay classy, San Diego.
Thanks to San Diego for being awesome, even in November.
Follow our social medias.
Gonna go there one day.
Follow us on every platform you can find a podcast on. And I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, brothers. Thank you for tuning in. Yod Vav.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Hopefully see you
Yeah.
next
Thanks for
time.
We'll
thanks
see
for
you
the
on
back
the
and
next
forth.
one.
See you on the next
It's
one.
way more fun when it's live and you can actually interact
Oh,
with
yeah.
people.
Oh, yeah.
so
Yeah.
You
This
too,
has
man.
been fun.
You have a
We
good evening
actually-
too.
We'll
Thank you so much.
have to do this again.
Peace.
Okay,
See you
out.
guys. Oh yeah. Yes. So you had a timer going that time, hey?
Yeah.
That's good.